It's been a while. I hope y'all are staying safe and taking care of yourselves out there. I got access to Zenless Zone Zero's closed beta, and I also played Wuthering Waves closed beta. Since I played both games, I'm gonna do a comparison on combat. And only combat, because I am lazy. Basically, both games are RPGs. One lets you fight waves and waves of monsters, explore the regions to your heart's content to possibly die, while the other game faces you in and out of an interactive hub to do missions, side quests, and so on. You can't escape your prison no matter how hard you try. Basically, one game is open world, one is closed. There's too many discrepancies that I can't fit for a proper comparison. Also, someone out there is probably going to try to end me anyway for making this video, so I should try and make this combat comparison fair enough so I can beg for mercy afterwards. Okay, let's get to it. These two games' combat systems have a lot of similarities on paper. 3-member max teams, a parry system, a dodge mechanic, character swap attacks, skills and ultimates that can be mixed between normal attack strengths for higher instances of damage or for stylish combos. But both games have different ways of showcasing these systems. Take the dodge and parry mechanic for example. In ZZZ, there are two ways to avoid an attack. A light will pop up in an enemy's head. When it's red, dodging is the only way to avoid damage. When it's yellow, the attacks can either be dodged or parried. And let me tell you bro, the parries in this game are crazy. It's one of the flashiest things I've ever seen in a gacha game. Not only do every single character have their own parry animation, but bosses will dish out multiple parry attacks. The way the screen distorts worse and worse after you parry each attack really showcase how it feels to deal with these bosses, man. Each time an attack is parried, this meter decreases. When all out, dodging attacks are the only way to avoid damage. Attacks that were parryable before will now be lit red, due to the meter being empty. So, you can't just keep parrying attacks like the enemy is a filthy casual. Treat this like a resource. In Wuthering Waves, there's going to be a lot more dodging than parrying, as only bosses and a very few selected enemies, and I mean very few selected enemies, have parry windows. To dodge, simply dash into an incoming attack. Be sure to time it right to avoid taking damage. Since dashing is needed in order to dodge, it consumes the stamina meter. This meter is a shared resource. Charge attacks. Attacks done in the air, and dash cancellations to cut out character attack strings will also consume stamina. If stamina management is handled poorly, it won't be possible to evade incoming attacks. While in ZZZ, dash usage isn't as tedious due to the fact it has a really short cooldown, and I'll explain why that's really important later on. Back to Wuthering Waves. As I said before, bosses and a few enemies open up parry windows. At first I thought, oh, they have to have their guard meter. Then they will be able to do their parryable attack. But that doesn't seem to be always the case. Heck, even a few bosses that always have a bigger guard meter don't even give me the chance to fill out the timing because there's nothing to parry at for some of them. I really hope Kuro Games adds more chances to parry enemy attacks on global release or later on. Unfortunately for now, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, these parry windows open as a visual circle. When their circle closes, that's the time to strike. Successfully parrying an attack will cause a chunk of the guard bar to be taken off. Other methods of lowering this bar are just attacking the enemy or using character intro swap attacks, which also break a good chunk of the bar as well. Attacking enough times will cause characters onto active team slots to glow. Swapping to any member will cause them to do an intro swap attack. Breaking the enemy's guard bar will cause them to be briefly stunned. This is the time to strike hard and fast. In ZZZ, it's the opposite. When hitting any enemy, the enemy's daze bar will fill up. When full, the enemy will be stunned. Striking a down enemy with normal attacks, E skills, or ultimates will cause your team to enter an attack chain mode. Simply choose a character in your active team and they will do a swap attack. This is also the way to regain your parry meter. Afterwards, the enemy will remain down for a brief period of time and will take more damage until it recovers. And in like Wuthering Waves, this is the time to strike fast and hard. Now that you guys have a gist of both games' combat system, it's time to test both games' difficulty. Something I like to call the verge of perishing. Picture this. You're in a Discord call with your boys while fighting a boss. Your health decreases more and more and more because of it. You finally decide to pause the game, mute your bros that keep making bomb jokes about you because you work in the military, and focus on the boss. Hey yo, it got a second phase? Oh, I'm about to die for free! You beat the boss again. Yeah. The problem with this game is it gives so much resources so you don't die. I'm out of a parry meter? Just dodge. Heck, you can just dodge all the time and not even parry if you want. Get hit by an enemy? Press the support button, and somebody from your team will come and bail you out. Character dodge attacks all make the character invincible while they're attacking. In waves, I swear to God, dude, these attacks will get you killed if you do not cancel the move-in time in most situations. Also, in Wuthering Waves, there's a knock on my door? I'm dead. Bruh, is a computer a business expense? I'm dead. Am I really that ugly? I'm dead. I have to focus on the enemy at all times. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these enemies be tripping, literally. Man's moving so fast, he's tripping over himself. This man literally just slipped and fall over me, and I'm dead now. So I gotta worry about your mess ups as well while I fight you? Bruh. All these crutches in ZZZ allow the player to bounce back when they're in trouble. Does it make the combat easy? Yes. Does it make it bad? No. Honestly, I'm happy I have a game that I could recommend for people that aren't good at Wuthering Waves, but still want to partake in flashy combat, instead of being like, oh my god, dude, Genshin's Hyper Bloom and Honkai Star Rail really messed up my reaction time. I can't play Wuthering Waves. Perish? I'm gonna find where you sleep. I've been looking through what a lot of people say about the combat in this game, and a lot of people say this game is pretty easy and spammy. And bruh, ZZZ ain't helping because some of these characters literally have mash. And their movesets, no. Mashing is canon, guys. Dang, guys.
Shut
this
up.
man is crushing us. Billy, I swear to God, bro.
Come
if
on,
you die
let's do
again,
this.
hey, Will, William,
bro.
what you doing, bro?
Will, I know you have
area,
skills.
boys.
Stop
I'm
mashing,
coming
bro.
through.
I beg you. You don't need to mash, bro. You got this.
Let me
Work
win
this
the
out.
battle.
Not again.
God.
He's mashing.
Billy, I swear to God, bro.
Bro, I know I should have never played with you.
You talking about
Why do I
me?
keep doing this?
He's dying.
At least I got you,
I blame you,
Billy.
Billy.
I swear you're brain dead, brother.
Oh, right. Sorry. My bad, guys. I don't know how far people get by just mashing, you know? Because I only do it sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. Well, let's look at a few characters. Like Billy the Kid. Oh my god, I just got a migraine saying that name. I don't know how that's physically possible. Moving on. The other two characters are going to be Ambi and Sukaku. Okay, I'm better now. Billy can move through the combat area while rapidly shooting his gun if you hold the attack button and hold the movement keys. When there's multiple enemies around, using the dash attack can clear through them. While Ambi has attack inputs that can lift lighter enemies into the air, making comboing really stylish. Lastly, my favorite, Sukaku. Her E casts a cyclone that can pull enemies in. She does this when she does her swap attack and her burst as well, which makes it easier for her to spin to win all the time. When you do her cyclone, she charges stacks. When those stacks are full, she's ready to let it rip for your viewing pleasure. Since she's a support, she can be swapped out while she's doing her spin to win attack, which makes her linger there for a long period of time while the swapper is free to attack. All these characters I listed are 4 stars. So you already know the event 5 stars are going to be even crazier. There is skill mastery in this game. You just need to go to the move list. Oh my god, bro. Why is this in the game, bro? Why? Oh man, dude. I'm locking my windows tonight. This wouldn't be a comparison video without some contrast. In ZZZ, there is an elemental reaction system. And here are a few reactions. Fire. If fire is applied enough, it causes the enemy to burn. Constant DPS. Ice. If ice is applied enough, it causes the enemy to freeze. Any heavy hit will cause the enemy to shatter, dealing a burst of DPS. Electricity. If electricity is applied enough, it will cause the enemy to be stunned for a brief period of time. If an enemy is already suffering from an element's effect, applying a different one will cause a disorder, which causes the enemy to take a high amount of burst damage. While Wuthering Waves, has nothing of the sort. Yeah. The only thing Wuthering Waves has in that case is if you and the boss have the same element type, you're going to be doing less damage. That's about it. While on the other hand, Wuthering Waves' echo system is simply incredible. Echoes are basically phantoms of monster enemies that you defeat. These echoes allow you to change the battlefield, freeze enemies, block attacks, and so much more. Compared to the Bang Boo, that do help you in battle, do have a unique swap attack, and do buff your stats, the only problem is they're in a gacha. While in Wuthering Waves, echoes can be hunted as a time passer after you're out of resin. Out of energy. My job isn't to tell you which game is better for you. That's your decision to make. If you want something that makes you not lose your sleep over its difficulty, Zenless Zone Zero might be the game for you. And if you're a masochist, pick Wuthering Waves. Tackle attack! Bro, how did that hit me? Please keep in mind that all of the footage used in this video is CPT. So all of the things I just said are subject to change. I just want to keep you guys updated. You guys have been crazy with the love you guys have given me. The fact that 100 people can pick a little pebble like me and keep me in their pocket is incredible. While the rest of you just throw me down a river to let me drown. But seriously, I'm thankful for every second of your time. Viewer, subscriber, anybody who just gives me the chance to, try my best in this thing, because I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly. There should be more content on the way. It's been fun, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and take it easy.